I think this question is one that I think a lot of people are going to be interested in because, as we both know with the data, many of the losses that occurred in 2025 specifically were against companies who had already received the previous claim.
Mhm.
So if you've received one, there's probably another one coming down the pipeline, and if you've seen multiple, it kind of becomes a snowball effect. So I guess the question is, after receiving a first claim, what actually reduces the risk of a second one or a future claims?
So I guess what I would recommend, if you've already been sued once or twice or even more than that, is to take steps to remove the barriers that can be detected by an automated scan. Number one, because again, that is the tool often used by the plaintiff's bar to kind of figure out if your website is worth pursuing. Um, so that's step one. Step two is to fix the issues that are on the major user journeys first. Because again, that improves the experience for real users, right? I mean, if the experience is good for on all the major tasks on your website, then people are not going to be as likely to sue. The problem with website accessibility is these lawsuits are never ending because websites change all the time. It's not a one and done in a physical access lawsuit. Let's say there's no ramp at the front of the entrance with steps, right? You get sued, you agree to put in the ramp, you put in the ramp. It's over. Done. Okay. Nobody's taking away
Yeah.
that ramp. That's just not the case with the website. It's changing all the time. The website you had yesterday is probably not the website you have tomorrow. So the problem is every time a change is made, every time somebody uploads a new video or puts up some new, I don't know, promotional pop-up or advertising or whatever, anytime you do that, that is an opportunity to create a new barrier. And so it's an ongoing thing that requires constant maintenance. What that means is that the people who are coding the back end, right, the things you don't really see, need to understand how to code accessibly so they can keep doing it properly every time they
Yeah.
do something new. And then there's the content managers. All sorts of violations can be created by content managers. They're not the people doing kind of the techie stuff. They're just like adding like some fun new video or new pictures or whatever. Well, all those things also require accessibility as well. You got to have alternative text for pictures. Your videos need to have, captioning and audio descriptions and things like that. So those people need to understand like what they need to do with regard to their jobs to ensure accessibility too. It is an ongoing and significant effort, and everyone has to be trained to know what they're doing. Now, the fact of the matter is, most companies do not, provide that kind of training for their employees in these various roles. So what's going to happen is you could do all the fixing in the world, and then 3 weeks later, there's going to be stuff that pops up that's changed that's going to now create new barriers.
I think
Yeah,
that's a great
it's
point and something that we preach all the time on when we're speaking to companies. If you think of this as a one and done project, you're going to make progress and you're going to take one step forward, two steps back constantly, and it's going to cost you a lot more money and it's going to frustrate a lot of people. So it's better to create a process to actually manage this the right way.